We live in an age of war, not with swords or fire, but with something far more subtle and far more deadly. Distraction. It doesn't knock down your door. It seeps in through screens, notifications, constant noise. It rewires your attention until you forget what silence sounds like, until your mind is no longer your own. But the Stoics knew this enemy well, long before smartphones existed. They called it by other names: restlessness, desire, opinion, fear, ego. And they fought it with clarity, discipline, and truth. Today we return to that wisdom, not to escape the noise, but to master ourselves within it. These are 5 Stoic ways to reclaim focus in a noisy world. Not soft answers, not modern hacks, just the hard-earned fire of ancient minds, ready for the man who still dares to listen. 1. Guard the gates of the mind. Seneca warned, "We must see to it that nothing enters the mind that will disturb its peace." Most of us fail before we begin, not because we're weak, but because we leave the gates wide open. We scroll without aim, we listen to gossip, we consume garbage and then wonder why we feel scattered. The Stoic doesn't let just anything into his head. He's selective, sharp, vigilant. He asks, does this feed the man I'm trying to become? If the answer is no, it doesn't get in. Focus begins with discernment. Not everything deserves your attention. Not everyone deserves your time. And not every idea deserves space in your soul. Close the gates. Guard them like a king. Because what you allow in becomes who you are. 2. Become ruthless with time. The world will steal your hours in exchange for dust. But the Stoic treats time like gold. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Stop letting your mind be a slave, dragged here and there by your impulses." In other words, stop leaking energy. You don't need to do more. You need to do less, on purpose. Start with this. Cut meetings in half. Say no without guilt. Batch distractions. Remove apps. Live by a calendar, not a craving. Seneca said it clearly. People are frugal with their money but waste their time. It's the one thing it is right to be stingy with. He wasn't exaggerating. Every wasted minute is a debt to your future self, and every reclaimed one is a return to command. 3. Train the mind like a muscle. The distracted mind is not your fault, but it is your responsibility. Stoics trained their focus daily, not by downloading apps, but by disciplining thought. Epictetus taught, "If a man would improve, let him not be ashamed of being seen ignorant. Let him become a student." So we study our mind, we study our cravings, we catch ourselves wandering, not with judgment, but with awareness, meditation, journaling, stillness, not to escape the world, but to reclaim our presence in it. Focus is not something you have, it's something you build. It's a practice, a repetition, a way of seeing. The more you train it, the stronger it becomes. And when the world screams for your attention, you will not answer, because you have something stronger: command. 4. Embrace silence as a sacred discipline. The modern man fears silence, because in silence there's no place to hide, no scrolling, no music, no noise to numb the questions. But the Stoic goes toward it, because in silence he finds himself. Marcus Aurelius would sit alone and write. not to perform, but to purify. Nowhere can man find a quieter or more untroubled retreat than in his own soul. So we follow him. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, no sound, no screen, just breath and being. Let the noise rise. Let the mind rebel. Let the urge to escape claw at your skin, and stay anyway, because silence isn't empty, it's full of the truth you've been running from. And when you face it, you'll discover something rare and priceless: yourself. 5. Align with purpose, or be pulled by everything else. Focus is fragile when purpose is unclear. The Stoic doesn't drift. He moves with meaning. He knows what he stands for, and what he will never bow to. He begins each day not by reacting, but by reminding himself, why am I here? What do I serve? Who do I refuse to become? This is not inspiration. This is orientation, because when the day gets loud, and it will, only purpose can silence the pull. Epictetus said, "First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do." We are not here to be everywhere. We are not here to know everything. We are not here to be liked by everyone. We are here to live deliberately, to speak with weight, to act with strength, to leave no part of our soul scattered, and that begins with a purpose so strong, the world can't shake it. Final words. In a world that shouts, be the man who listens. The world is only getting louder, more options, more opinions, more noise. But we are not here to chase noise. We are here to build silence inside us that cannot be broken. We do not need to control the world. We only need to command ourselves within it. Reclaiming your focus is not a modern productivity trick. It is an ancient rebellion, a revolt against passivity, against consumption, against distraction disguised as pleasure. The Stoic stands alone in the storm and whispers, "You may have the noise, but you will never have me." And in that stillness, he becomes untouchable. Let us return to that strength. Let us reclaim the one thing we never truly lost, our attention. Because when you own your focus, you own your future, and that no one can take from you. Every day, life throws challenges at you: stress, doubt, fear. But you have the power to face it all with strength, clarity, and calm. The Stoic Way channel is here to fuel your mindset with ancient wisdom and practical tools to stay focused, grounded, and unshakable. So if you're ready to level up your life and build true inner power, subscribe now and start your journey on the Stoic Way.